when does justification happen? What does sanctification look like? That's kind of what we need to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can study just, again, it's called the Ordo Salutis, the order of salvation. And I think when you, again, see not, I think A.W. Tozer said, for a Christian, to make a whole Christian, we need the whole Bible. And when we see through the whole redemptive historical narrative and the 66 books of the canon, right? So 39 in the Old Testament, 27 in the New Testament, we got to see through a gospel centrality lens to understand really what's happening here. And I think, like Ephesians talked about, before the foundation of the earth, election, right? Obviously starts there. Talks about God's foreknowledge. Romans chapter 8 talks about that. And then he talks about predestination. Ephesians over and over kind of talks about that important principle. And then it goes on to the gospel call, where the gospel is presented. I'm sure this is where maybe a neighbor or a friend came to you. You were ignorant, dead in your sin. Somebody presented, and the Holy Spirit came, regenerated. I like that word regenerate, because a generator it starts off energy, but regenerate is to start giving life into that. Regeneration happens. In between there's adoption. God came into the dominion of darkness, into the kingdom of light, brought you, redeemed you. There's a redemption, adoption, and then there's also Christ. Philippians 2, he emptied himself, yet but he was fully God, fully man, hypostatic union, his person, the person of Christ and the work of Christ. And then around there, where there's expiation of sin, so God, he took the sin upon himself and imputed righteousness. So God clothed us in his righteousness. Again, this is the book of Romans. You can see in the show notes, we will provide all these things. And then finally, I believe this is where justification happens. And justification, I love the way that I learned in Bible college when I was at Moody. He says justification is declared righteousness. God declared Romans chapter 8 as if you have not sinned. It's like a court case, and God justified you just as if you have not sinned. And because of his declared righteousness of a supreme judge, a righteous ruler comes, you are free of any charge that you have. And so that's justification.